Good morning, everybody. It is now 2:15 a.m. and of course, I am up making soap, just like a lot of us are doing now. To get the video started, I'm going to start by recording some of the equipment that you will need to make your soap. Um, First, you're going to need a container. You can't see it on here, but it's supposed to say "Lye Danger," a clearly marked container that says what's in it. So we want to be safe. We have our lye container. We have our gloves. You're supposed to have a mask here. I would suggest wearing glasses too. I don't have a pair, so I should have a pair, but I don't. But the least I can say is wear gloves. I've been burned by lye before, and it's not fun. So you're going to need a scale, your thermometer gun, your crock pot to heat your oils up. This is the safest way to go to me. Instead of using direct heat, in case you're working with something like shea butter or something that tends to get grainy on you, crock pot is always the safest way to go. And I have my stick blender. I have my knives. I know you're asking, what is that for? That's to chop up all the cocoa butter I'm going to put in this recipe. And my measuring spoons and wooden spoons and my scooper for my oils. And my little baby whisk for mixing my colorants. I also have a few of these glass measuring bowls for my fragrances and my colorants. And I have my measuring cup and my plastic bowls. And of course, a stainless steel. Can you guys see that? Stainless steel. Anyway, my stainless steel pot. And for a first time soap makers, I would suggest using stainless steel or plastic because aluminum reacts with lye. So we don't want to seize our batch or mess it up. So let's stick with plastic and stainless steel. And of course, you're going to need molds. I have a small working space, people. I had to take a room in my house that I was not using, and this is what I came up with. So I have two 5-pound molds, which totals 10 pounds in all. You're going to need your molds and your recipe, of course. Those are all the oils that I'm going to be using. Of course, that's a light there because this just wasn't cutting it. It was so dim in here, it looked like a dungeon. However, so when I come back, I'm going to have everything measured out, my oils melted, ready to be mixed, and we're going to get started. So for us night owls, us hard workers, and those aspiring soap business people, I'll be back in a few. Okay, I'm back. I've measured out my lye and my distilled water, and I'm about to mix them both. And rule number 1, always mix lye to water and not water to lye to avoid a volcanic eruption. I've done that before, people. I've done a few things I wasn't supposed to do. And speaking on that note, please only use distilled water. The reason why you want to use only distilled water is because of the additives that is in your tap water, your spring waters, things like that. They add things to those like fluoride and who knows, maybe some calcium or something. Who knows what else is in that. So when your lye is mixed with that, it's actually reacting with whatever else is in your water, and you will get a volcanic eruption. So this is why we want to mix our lye with our distilled water. And you want to make sure that you have a face mask on. So you won't breathe this stuff in. It's dangerous if you inhale this into your lungs, so make sure that you have a window open, the doors are, the kids aren't around, you know, in the area, and you have something covering your nose. Okay, with that being said, can you hold on for 1 second as I put this on my face? Because I am the only one recording here, so just hold on for a second. Coming. Okay. If my voice sounds a little muffled, you know why. So we're going to add our lye to our distilled water. Slowly, people, slowly. Watch out for clumps. You don't want splatter. I would suggest breaking this up first. You see? Okay. You have to excuse the camera moving because I didn't want to get any of the splatter on me. So let's get a wooden spoon and stir this up really well. Okay. This is some hot stuff, people. You want to keep stirring and making sure that all the lye is fully dissolved. So just keep stirring. Can you guys see the fumes? All right, we're stirring. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take the temperature of this. My heat gun says 189, and that's hot, people. So that's that. That's us mixing our lye with our water, and I mixed that first. So it's going to take the longest to cool down. So you can put this in the refrigerator or a very cold part of the house or somewhere safe and cold so it can cool down at the rate your oils are cooling down. So, you know, you can make adjustments as necessary. So I'm going to set this in the refrigerator and I'll be back. Okay, I am back, people. I'm about to measure out my oils. I know this is simple, you know, I like, oh, this is long and boring, but for us first-time soap makers, you know, this can be valuable in learning how to tear and measure. So I have my container here, my plastic little bucket, and my scale. I'm going to turn my scale on and put this on top. It says 6.7 ounces. We're going to tear that until it says 0. Now the reason we do that is because we want to measure everything that's in there and not everything that's on the scale, which includes the plastic container. So that's why we tear. Okay, I'm going to open my shea butter refined. Okay. I'm going to get my scoop. And my recipe says that I need 33 ounces of shea butter. Yeah, 33 ounces, people. I love you guys. So, this is refined shea butter. I use refined shea butter because I don't need all of the branches and the unwanted material inside of my soaps. I just need the most valuable nutrients and contents for the best benefits. So I choose refined shea butter. So that's why it's kind of white and not as yellow as the regular unrefined shea butter. It's still the same. In my opinion, this is better. But everyone has their own preference. Now this here, may I remind you guys, please have clean hands. Cleanliness is number one. We make soap. So, you know, you don't want to contaminate your product either. So let's measure out 33 ounces of shea butter. And we know that's a lot, so I'll just grab this big clump right here. Put that in. That's 13 ounces. We got another big clump here. That's 20.75. We getting there fast, right? $26.25. Yeah, it's a lot in here, people. Let's see what this gets us. Small piece. 30.20. Let's see. Okay. 31.25. We're almost there. 32. Okay, we're a little bit over. We need 33 ounces. Little bit. 33.10. 33 ounces. Oh, 33.5. Don't y'all just love when it does that? $33 ounces. Okay. Now, this is why I keep a lot of paper towel handy. So we just grab some paper towel. Wipe our hands. Get our scooper out. We didn't even really need that. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, I go to the Sage. Majestic Mountain Sage. They have great prices, you guys. I bought this whole thing of shea butter, yeah, for $133. That's a deal. And this is refined shea butter. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys all have your own vendor, whoever you get your oils from. But for those who don't really know where to start, I would suggest going to the Sage because they got great deals. Okay, we have our shea butter. Let's put that up. Okay, we also need some cocoa butter. Yeah. Let's open that up. Now here is where my knife comes in handy. The old knife. And let's measure some cocoa butter. Now this is pure cocoa butter. That's why I need a knife. Excuse the camera moving, you guys. Of course, I am recording this by myself. So please don't dislike. Okay, let's tear. First, we're going to tear this down. Again, we're at 0. Okay, we're going to measure out our cocoa butter. And yeah, I use a lot of this stuff. You guys, I make a great soap. I am going to stand behind that. Okay, we need more. Yes, more. Ooh, look at this stuff in this bucket. Okay, I think that's a little too much. There. 15. Almost there. There we go. Okay, people. I have my cocoa butter and my shea butter all in the pot measured out. And I'm going to pause it here and transfer these oils to my crock pot. So I'll be back.